Lina Sandoval, and I'm from Colombia.
I'm Fareza. I'm from Indonesia.
Since I was a child, I was always interested in how mountains were formed, about volcanoes and earthquakes, and that curiosity led me to want to know how all these processes work. So that's why I ended up studying tectonics, geodynamics, and geo and thermochronology.
For me, it was my uncle that introduced me at the beginning. He was a geologist working at the oil company, and he inspired me a lot with uh, his experience, his life journey. But later, I discovered that geology is not about resources or geological hazard, but by studying geological records such as rocks and then sediments and fossil, we can also study about how climate changed in the past, and it will give us a better understanding and how on how climate will change in modern and today and also in the future.
While I'm doing my research, I had the opportunity to work in several countries. So I did some field work in Ecuador and Peru, and then I did lab work in France and in Colombia. So in each of those countries were a pretty big opportunity to learn, but also was pretty challenging because it was finding myself in a different culture where there were different people and also they were speaking different languages. So it was not only academics but also personal challenges.
Yeah, I did my bachelor degree in Indonesia, and then I got my master degree in Japan, and now I'm here in Italy. And these three countries has a very strong culture and also value systems. Uh, of course, it's a big challenge and also opportunity for me to broaden my perspective to see problems as well as opportunities and also how I should deal with it, not only in the research but also in life as a whole.
From my experience, I think gender stereotypes are not as strong as they were before. But for example, once again, once upon a time, in geology, women were considered like too weak to go to the field. But I think we have overcome that issue. However, I know that there are some women around the world in different parts that are still struggling to having equal opportunities. But for me, everything has been like okay.
Based on my personal experience, I never see discrimination towards a woman to get an education or a career in science, engineering, technology, or mathematics. But I also still see that some of field of studies are more dominated by men, while the other are more dominated by women. But I don't think that it is because of discrimination or inequality, but it's more like a personal preference.
For me, that would be to have the opportunity to work with machines in the lab that cost millions of dollars. So have that huge responsibility is something that encouraged me, and also to have the opportunity to work side by side with researchers that you used to read outside and you never thought you were gonna meet them.
Based on my personal experience doing research in several countries, now I understand that research is not all about what we can get, not all about what we can obtain or we can achieve, but it's more like what you can give, what you can share, and what you can contribute to others.